the victory. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا فتحنا لك فتحا مبينا ليغفر لك الله ما تقدم من ذنبك وما تأخر ويتم نعمته عليك ويهديك صراطا مستقيما وينصرك الله نصرا عزيزا. هو الذي أنزل السكينة في قلوب المؤمنين ليزدادوا إيمانا مع إيمانهم ولله جنود السماوات والأرض وكان الله عليما حكيما. ليدخل المؤمنين والمؤمنات جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها ويكفر عنهم سيئاتهم وكان ذلك عند الله فوزا عظيما. ويعذب المنافقين والمنافقات والمشركين والمشركات الظانين بالله ظن السوء عليهم دائرة السوء وغضب الله عليهم ولعنهم وأعد لهم جهنم وساءت مصيرا. ولله جنود السماوات والأرض وكان الله عزيزا حكيما. إنا أرسلناك شاهدا ومبشرا ونذيرا لتؤمنوا بالله ورسوله وتعزروه وتوقروه وتسبحوه بكرة وأصيلا. إن الذين يبايعونك إنما يبايعون الله يد الله فوق أيديهم فمن نكث فإنما ينكث على نفسه ومن أوفى بما عاهد عليه الله فسيؤتيه أجرا عظيما. سيقول لك المخلفون من الأعراب شغلتنا أموالنا وأهلنا فاستغفر لنا يقولون بألسنتهم ما ليس في قلوبهم قل فمن يملك لكم من الله شيئا إن أراد بكم ضرا أو أراد بكم نفعا بل كان الله بما تعملون خبيرا. بل ظننتم أن لن ينقلب الرسول والمؤمنون إلى أهليهم أبدا وزين ذلك في قلوبكم وظننتم ظن السوء وكنتم قوما بورا. ومن لم يؤمن بالله ورسوله فإنا أعتدنا للكافرين سعيرا. ولله ملك السماوات والأرض يغفر لمن يشاء ويعذب من يشاء وكان الله غفورا رحيما. سيقول المخلفون إذا انطلقتم إلى مغانم لتأخذوها ذرونا نتبعكم يريدون أن يبدلوا كلام الله قل لن تتبعونا كذلكم قال الله من قبل فسيقولون بل تحسدوننا بل كانوا لا يفقهون إلا قليلا. قل للمخلفين من الأعراب ستدعون إلى قوم أولي بأس شديد تقاتلونهم أو يسلمون فإن تطيعوا يؤتكم الله أجرا حسنا وإن تتولوا كما توليتم من قبل يعذبكم عذابا أليما. ليس على الأعمى حرج ولا على الأعرج حرج ولا على المريض حرج ومن يطع الله ورسوله يدخله جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار ومن يتولى يعذبه عذابا أليما. لقد رضي الله عن المؤمنين إذ يبايعونك تحت الشجرة فعلم ما في قلوبهم فأنزل السكينة عليهم وأثابهم فتحا قريبا. ومغانم كثيرة يأخذونها وكان الله عزيزا حكيما. وعدكم الله مغانم كثيرة تأخذونها فعجل لكم هذه وكف أيدي الناس عنكم ولتكون آية للمؤمنين ويهديكم صراطا مستقيما. وأخرى لم تقدروا عليها قد أحاط الله بها وكان الله على كل شيء قديرا. ولو قاتلكم الذين كفروا لولوا الأدبار ثم لا يجدون وليا ولا نصيرا. سنة الله التي قد خلت من قبل ولن تجد لسنة الله تبديلا. وهو الذي كف أيديهم عنكم وأيديكم عنهم ببطن مكة من بعد أن أظفركم عليهم وكان الله بما تعملون بصيرا. هم الذين كفروا وصدوكم عن المسجد الحرام والهدي معكوفا أن يبلغ محله ولولا رجال مؤمنون ونساء مؤمنات لم تعلموهم أن تطؤوهم فتصيبكم منهم معرة بغير علم ليدخل الله في رحمته من يشاء. لو تزيلوا لعذبنا الذين كفروا منهم عذابا أليما. إذ جعل الذين كفروا في قلوبهم الحمية حمية الجاهلية فأنزل الله سكينته على رسوله وعلى المؤمنين وألزمهم كلمة التقوى وكانوا أحق بها وأهلها وكان الله بكل شيء عليما. لقد صدق الله رسوله الرؤيا بالحق لتدخلن المسجد الحرام إن شاء الله آمنين ومحلقين رؤوسكم ومقصرين لا تخافون فعلم ما لم تعلموا فجعل من دون ذلك فتحا قريبا. هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله وكفى بالله شهيدا. محمد رسول الله والذين معه أشداء على الكفار رحماء بينهم تراهم ركعا سجدا يبتغون فضلا من الله ورضوانا سيماهم في وجوههم من أثر السجود ذلك مثلهم في التوراة ومثلهم في الإنجيل كزرع أخرج شطأه فآزره فاستغلظ فاستوى على سوقه يعجب الزراع ليغيظ بهم الكفار. وعد الله الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات منهم مغفرة وأجرا عظيما. صدق الله العلي العظيم. رحم الله من قرأ الفاتحة.
Mohammed wa Ali Mohammed salawat. Before commencing, could we kindly ask for all of the brothers to come forward as far as they can? we know that later on in the programs, the back of the hall gets quite packed out and it becomes difficult to find space. So if you can come as far forward as you can, and then inshallah we can start this majlis-e-azaa. Mohammed wa ali Mohammed salawat.
Just a few lines of poetry before we begin in just the usual style, in the fada'il, in the merits of Sayyidah Fatima. As we mentioned yesterday, it's important to understand who it is, what the merits are of this great personality who we mourn every single day. Gardish-e Asiya ki qasam, zore mushkil kusha Fatima. Gardish-e Asiya ki qasam, zore mushkil kusha Fatima. Hai hadith-e kisa bas yahi Fatima, Fatima, Fatima. आलम में यूं शरीक रिसालत है फातिमा, आलम में यूं शरीक रिसालत है फातिमा, रहमत नबी है साया रहमत है फातिमा. आलम में यूं शरीक रिसालत है फातिमा, रहमत नबी है साया रहमत है फातिमा. नूरे खुदा के नूर का पैकर है फातिमा, नूरे खुदा के नूर का पैकर है फातिमा. गोया फजीलतों का समंदर है फातिमा, गोया फजीलतों का समंदर है फातिमा. शोहर वली पिदर है पैगंबर पिसर इमाम, शोहर वली पिदर है पैगंबर पिसर इमाम. कितनी अजीम दीन की ताकत है फातिमा, कितनी अजीम दीन की ताकत है फातिमा. तो बाग़े फिदक को छीन के खुश हो रहे हो क्यों, बाग़े फिदक को छीन के खुश हो रहे हो क्यों. कहना पड़ेगा हश्र में हक पा है फातिमा.
Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. When we turn our minds to the day of Ashura, it is without a doubt that the martyrdom of Sayyidah Fatima set in motion the wheels that ended up being the tragedy in Karbala. On the day of Ashura, there are many moments that we look to that break our hearts. But some narrators have said that the moment that broke their heart was that final moment when Bibi Sakina and Imam Hussein said their farewell. Why? Because when that father looks down to his daughter's eyes, a daughter who slept on his chest every night since she's been born, and he sees her eyes and he knows that she'll be slapped, she'll be whipped, all he can say to her is, please bear patience. No matter what trials I face, this memory won't be erased. And this is the reply of Bibi Sakina. Oh Father, the final embrace, I will not forget this day, or the moment that we parted ways. Father, the final embrace, in the desert where you would die. We cried in each other's arms, forever we would be apart. My fate would be the prison of Sham. We both will be bloodied and bruised and buried without a shroud. The only difference is I will have no loved ones around. A dark and secluded jail is my ultimate resting place. Father, the final embrace.
I want you to imagine this, and those of you with children, try to imagine this of your 4-year-old daughter. I crawled on my hands and knees and clung to your horse's hooves. I cried and I pleaded with him. to stay still and not to move. Please don't take my father away. I can't sleep without his chest. He has been left all alone. Please don't take him to his death. He is broken and wounded and thirsty for many days. Oh Father, the final embrace.
You got off your horse and smiled, then opened your arms to me. I ran into your embrace and held you so lovingly. I said, if you have to go, I have got one last request. For only a little while, please let me sleep on your chest. You laid on the burning sands without uttering a phrase. Father, the final embrace.
I place my head on your chest, and as my eyes shut, I saw a lady dressed all in black. She cried out, let my son go. He may cradle you right now, but soon I will cradle him when he falls from that great height and brutally will be killed. I got off immediately. With tears in my eyes I said, oh Father, the final embrace.
The dark nights of the prison, a place I will not forget. In my final moments there, I missed you so much and wept to silence my endless cries. Your killers returned your hand. I held your head to my chest. I then shut my eyes and slept, my heart finally at peace. I never awoke again. Father, the final embrace. Muhammad wa Muhammad salawat. अकेले बैठे हुए हाय कब्र ज़हरा पर, जिगर को थामे हुए कह रहे थे ये हैदर। गमों ने इतना सताया अली के होते हुए, तड़प के मर गई ज़हरा, तड़प के मर गई ज़हरा अली के होते हुए। सुकून मिला नहीं बाबा के बाद के भी दिन,
जहां में आने से पहले ही मर गए मोहसिन। हुआ था पहलू शिकस्ता, हुआ था पहलू शिकस्ता, अली के होते हुए। गिरा के दर को सितम गए ने पसलियां तोड़ी, जो हाथ रख लिया पहलू पे उंगलियां तोड़ी। दरे बतूल जलाया, दरे बतूल जलाया, अली के होते हुए। फकत ये 4 ही घंटों में हो गया था सर, सफेद बाल हुई और झुक गई थी कमर। ज़ईफ हो गई ज़हरा, ज़ईफ हो गई ज़हरा, अली के होते हुए। अकेली रहती तो आंसू बहुत बहाती थी, मैं घर में आता तो हर लम्हा मुस्कुराती थी। हर एक जख्म छुपाया, हर एक जख्म छुपाया, अली के होते हुए। ये ऐसा गम है जिसे मैं कभी भुला ना सका, मुझे बुलाया था ज़हरा ने और मैं आ ना सका। मदद को आ गई फिजा, मदद को आ गई फिजा, अली के होते हुए। अकेली रहती तो आंसू बहुत बहाती थी, मैं घर में आता तो हर लम्हा मुस्कुराती थी। हर एक जख्म छुपाया, हर एक जख्म छुपाया, अली के होते हुए, अली के होते हुए। और मोहम्मद व आले मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु।
दुआ मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु। आज की रात तुझे गोदी में सुला लूं मेरे असगर आजा। आज की रात तुझे गोदी में सुला लूं मेरे असग़र आजा। लोरी अरमानों से भरपूर सुना लूं, लोरी अरमानों से भरपूर सुना लूं मेरे असग़र आजा। आज की रात तुझे गोदी में सुला लूं मेरे असग़र आजा। तू जो रोएगा तो माँ चैन नहीं पाएगी, तेरे रोने से सकीना भी तड़प जाएगी। हो जा खामोश मैं बाबा को बुला लूं, हो जा खामोश मैं बाबा को बुला लूं मेरे असग़र आजा। आज की रात तुझे गोदी में सुला लूं मेरे असग़र आजा। ऐसा लगता है अभी रात गुजर जाएगी, फिर मेरे लाल तुझे माए कहाँ पाएगी। तेरे झूले को मैं एक बार झुला लूं, तेरे झूले को मैं एक बार झुला लूं मेरे असग़र आजा। आज की रात तुझे गोदी में सुला लूं मेरे असग़र आजा। आज अब्बास भी मक़तल में चले जाएंगे, तेरे बाबा भी तुझे साथ में ले जाएंगे। आ तुझे गोद में एक बार उठा लूं, आ तुझे गोद में एक बार उठा लूं मेरे असग़र आजा। आज की रात तुझे गोदी में सुला लूं मेरे असग़र आजा। पहले अल्लाह का मैं शुक्र बजा लाऊंगी, देख कर खून तेरा लाल मैं मर जाऊंगी। मैं तुझे मौत की हिचकी से बचा लूं। मैं तुझे मौत की हिचकी से बचा लूं। मेरे असग़र आजा, आज की रात तुझे गोदी में सुला लूं। मेरे असग़र आजा। तू जो रोएगा तो माँ चैन नहीं पाएगी। तेरे रोने से सकीना भी तड़प जाएगी। हो जा खामोश मैं बाबा को बुला लूं। हो जा खामोश मैं बाबा को बुला लूं। मेरे असग़र आजा, आज की रात तुझे गोदी में सुला लूं। मेरे असग़र आजा। लोरी अरमानों से भरपूर सुना लूं। मेरे असग़र आजा, आज की रात तुझे गोदी में सुला लूं। मेरे असग़र आजा। पर मोहम्मद वाल मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु।
Sayyid Muhammad Naqvi, my elders, brothers and sisters in Iman, Assalamu alaikum jami'an wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Surah Fatiha is requested for marhumeens listed on the screen, and as well for Kul Arwah al-Mumineen wal-Muminat, Sawab al-Fatiha. Ayam-e-Fatimiya is requested for those listed on the screen and those who are in need. Let's recite 5 times Ayam-e-Fatimiya. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Amma yujibul mustarra iza da'a wa yakshifu as-su'. Amma yujibul mustarra iza da'a wa yakshifu as-su'. أما يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء. أما يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء. أما يجيب المضطر إذا. This is to remind all that the deadline to enroll or renew for burial assistance program for the year 2020 is this Friday, January 31st. All those who have not paid their yearly premium or have yet to enroll can do so in person during these Ayam-e-Fatimiya nights with Brother Raza Danji or Brother Sibtain Yusuf Ali. Brother Raza and Brother Siptain will be available at finance desk after the Majlis to receive payments and to answer any BAP related questions. No payment or new enrollment will be accepted after January 31st. Yesterday, a flash drive was found in the ladies' side. Please reach out to Sister Fatima Abdul Hussein to claim it. Salawat ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Before I request Sayyid Muhammad to come forward, please, it's a request to our brothers to please come as far forward as possible so that those who are coming later, we can accommodate them. Now I'd like to request Sayyid Muhammad Naqvi to please come forward and recite tonight's Majlis. Salawat ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.
رحم الله من قرأ الفاتحة. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي لا يبلغ مدحته القائلون ولا يحصي نعماءه العادون ولا يؤدي حقه المجتهدون، الذي لا يدركه بعد الهمم ولا يناله غوص الفطن، الذي ليس لصفته حد محدود ولا نعت موجود ولا وقت معدود ولا أجل ممدود، فطر الخلائق بقدرته ونشر الرياح برحمته ووتد بالسخور ميدان أرضه، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين خاتم النبيين سيدنا الممجد بشيرنا المصدق نذيرنا المؤيد المصطفى الأمجد محمود الأحمد، الذي سمي في السماء بأحمد وفي الأرض بأبي القاسم محمد. وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. واللعنة الدائمة الباقي على أعدائهم ومبغضيهم وغاصبي حقوقهم ومنكري فضائلهم ومناقبهم من أول يوم ظلمهم إلى لقاء يوم الدين. أما بعد، سلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. عظم الله أجورنا وأجوركم. Yesterday we were discussing about the status of this great lady of light, the daughter of the Apostle of Allah, Fatima Zahra, salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayha. We mentioned that we ought to see the status of this great lady in her own merit, the contributions that she has made, the role that she has played, the titles that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to this great lady, the titles that her children and her grandchildren have given to her, each one of them needs a deeper understanding of the status of this lady. We know that she is the daughter of the Prophet. We know that she is the wife of Amir al-Mu'mineen. We know that she is the mother of Hassanain. But indeed, her role as an individual, as a waliyatullah on earth, needs to be understood deeply. Yesterday I mentioned that I wish to speak about our personal development through being inspired through the khutbah of Jamadi-Fatima alayhi salam. And so before I even begin the subject, I wish to speak a little more to wrap up what I wished to speak yesterday. When we look at the role of Hazrat Zahra, we find that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has granted her a specific and a very special status and position. We see her and we try to understand her role as described within the narrations as to who she is. This khutbah and the two lines of the khutbah that I selected yesterday is a very interesting khutbah. And I even mentioned as to who were the audience at that particular time, the grand companions of the Prophet, the political and institutional leaders, the general masses that were there. She was referring to each and every one of them. And in certain instances, she was pinpointing at certain leadership to explain to them their responsibility, having taken the roles of leadership within them. And she spoke to them and she told them of their responsibility, whether it was to do with the understanding of Quran, whether it was to do with the understanding of obeying the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whether it was to do with deeper responsibilities of how to look after the masses, whether it was to ask them to be just and fair in their dealings with the people. She was speaking to each and every one of them, and sometimes, as I said, particularly pinpointing at the leadership of that particular time. Just once I will repeat these two lines of the khutbah to carry on. She says to them, Antum ibadullah, you are the slaves of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nusubu amrihi wa nahih, you are the establishers of, or you are the ones who will do amr bil ma'ruf and nahi anil munkar, wa hammalatu dinihi wa wahyih, and you are those who are carriers of the religion and are those who have the revelations with you or understanding of the revelations. Wa umana'ullahi ala anfusikum, and you are those individuals who are, with regards to yourself, trustworthy. وَبُلَغَاؤُهُ إِلَى الْأُمَمِ, and you are responsible to reach out to the people the messages that I am delivering to you. This was the message that this great lady gave to you and I. This was the period of, just after the period of Jahiliyyah. The Holy Prophet, the Apostle of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, made the announcement of his nubuwwah. After the announcement of his nubuwwah, the Holy Prophet of Islam lived for 10 years in Mecca. After that, the Apostle of Allah migrated to Medina. Over a period of 23 years, he received revelations of Quran from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he declared and delivered those revelations to the masses and the people. So within the period of 23 years, there was a revelation of Quran, there was the presence of the Prophet or the Apostle of Allah as a prophet. And during this period of time, this great lady remained under the shadow of the Prophet. This 23 years of the period of revelation, she was taking in and processing the information. She was keeping herself aware of the political situations. The title of Abiha, the mother of her father, received by her was during the period of Mecca. And during this time, after the death of Janabi Khadija, her mother, She was the one who was giving calmness to her father the moment he went out and came back home. She was there present for him. She was there opening her arms for him to come to her. It was during that time that this title of Abiha was delivered to Hazrat Fatima to Zahra salawatullahi wa salamu alayha. She wanted to pass on the message. Allama Iqbal is a celebrated philosopher, a philosopher of a high caliber who is studied in Western universities, whose poetries are studied in Western universities. He was a reformer. He wanted the people of Pakistan to bring an awakening within themselves, and within his theme, within his thought process, he tried his utmost best to bring about some sort of a change, some sort of a reformation within them. People said he is a Shia. People said he is Sunni. It did not matter whether he was a Shia or a Sunni. The content and the messages that he has delivered, some of them are amazing, and the philosophical principles that he has delivered are amazing. Whether he was a Shia or a Sunni, we don't know, and nor is it our concern. But when he was asked about imamat, when he was told about or questioned about his position of imamat, he responded by saying, "Tune puchi hai imamat ki haqiqat mujhse?" Are you asking me about the reality of what imamat is? Haq tujhe meri tarha sahibe asrar kare. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you the secrets of imamat that are hidden in my heart, that I understand about them. When he speaks about Bibi Fatima Zahra, and there is a masterpiece that he has written about Bibi alayhi salam, he says, and just a few lines of the poetry to understand the status of Bibi Fatima from a philosopher's point of view as to how he sees Bibi Fatima. He says, Maryam az yek nisbate Isa Aziz. He says, when we look at Janabe Maryam, the honor that she has is because of the fact that she is the mother of Isa alayhi salam. He says, Maryam az yek nisbate Isa Aziz as se nisbat Hazrat Zahra Aziz. What I was saying yesterday. The honor of Zahra is because of her three relationships. The first one, Noor Chashme Rahmatun lil Alameen. She is the light of the eyes of the mercy to mankind. On Imam-e Awwaleen wa Akhirin. That prophet who is the chief and the leader of the past and the future. Her husband, Banuwe on Tajedare Hal-Ata. Her husband, or she is the wife of he who wears the crown of Hal-Ata. Hal-Ata is referring to Suratul Dahr or Suratul Insan. So he says her husband, this lady's husband is Banuwe un Tajdare Hal-Ata. She is the wife of the one who wears the crown of Hal-Ata. And who is that man? Murtaza Mushkil Kusha Shere Khuda. He is Murtaza. He is the solver of problems. He is the lion of God. Then he speaks about the children. He says, Madare un markaze parkar ishq. Her son is the one who is the center of love and devotion. Madare un karavan salar ishq. Her son is the chief of the army of love. Then he moves on in his poetry. There is a lot of it. I have just selected a few. He says, when it comes to Zahra, his imagination, Allama Iqbal's imagination, he says, Ashqe'u barchid Jibril az Zameen. Jibril takes the tears that flow from the eyes of Zahra in his hands. Ham to Shabnam richt bar arshe bari, and he takes it to paradise and spreads it as a morning dew in paradise. The tears of Zahra, Jibreel carries the tears of Zahra and he then spreads it in paradise as a morning dew. Then he says something ultimate. Allama Iqbal, whether he was a Sunni or a Shia, is not our concern. But he says, Rishtahe Ayin Haq Zanjir Pas. He says, the laws of religion have restricted me, have shackled me. Pas farmane Janabe Mustafast. I am cognizant of the instructions that the Holy Prophet has given. Otherwise, Varna girde torbatesh gardid me. Otherwise, I would have done a tawaf of the grave of Fatima. Had it not been for the restrictions of religion, had it not been for the instructions of the Holy Prophet, Varna girde torbatesh gardid mi, sajdaha bar khake u pashid mi. I would have circumambulated the grave of Zahra. No, I would have prostrated upon the grave of Fatima. This is... So, when we see Janab-e-Zahra and see how others outside the Shia community or people who are of high intellectual caliber try to understand the status of Janab-e-Zahra, you realize that they have understood the deeper meanings of and the importance of this lady, Fatima Zahra, salawatullahi wa salamu alayha. Yesterday I mentioned a poem in Urdu, and I wish to complete it because it has within it the important messages that I want to deliver. In this poetry he says, I said yesterday, Sayyida Noor bhi hai, Noor ka aghaz bhi hai. She is the light and she is the beginning of light. Sayyida Noor bhi hai, Noor ka aghaz bhi hai. Sayyida Soz bhi hai, Saaz ki आवाज भी है. सैयदा इल्म भी है, इल्म की परवाज भी है. सैयदा अजमते सादात का इकराज भी है. ये न होती तो न दुनिया में सवेरा होता, घर में अल्लाह के दिन में भी अंधेरा होता. देव Now listen to what the poet says in his imagination. He says, Ayate iski, referring to the verses of Quran. Ayate iski, sana iski hai Quran iska. Ayate iski, sana iski hai Quran iska. Intiha ye hai ke hai baap pe ehsan iska. Juz khuda ke kabhi phaila nahi dama iska. पीछा करती ही रही गर्दिशे दौरा इसका. कर दिया, look at her contribution, कर दिया घर में मोहम्मद के उजाला इसने, चक्कियां पीस के इस्लाम को पाला इसने. कर दिया घर में, कर दिया घर में मोहम्मद के उजाला इसने, चक्कियां पीस के इस्लाम को पाला इसने. Had it not been for what she did, and you will see the result of what Janab-e-Zahra did towards the end of this poem, you will see the result of what she did and the contributions she makes. कर दिया घर में मोहम्मद के उजाला इसने, चक्कियां पीस के इस्लाम को पाला इसने. सैयदा जैसी किसी की भी न सूरत देखी, इसके होठों पे कभी भी न शिकायत देखी. सैयदा जैसी जमाने में न औरत देखी, सैयदा जैसी किसी की भी न किस्मत देखी. झूम के जिस तरह सावन का महीना उठे, इसकी ताजीम को यूं शाहे मदीना उठे. Not because she was a daughter of the Prophet. I wish to repeat that and reiterate. Not because she was the daughter of the Prophet that he used to stand up for her. Maybe he did. But that was not the reason for the ihtiram and the respect and the honor that Fatima was being given. She was being given the honor because of her individual exclusive status of being waliyatullah on earth. She was equal in terms of her spiritual status after the Holy Prophet and Amirul Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib salawatullahi wa salamu alayhi. हुक्म चलता है मुहम्मद का, हुकूमत इसकी. Understand this part of the poet. हुक्म चलता है मुहम्मद का, हुकूमत इसकी. हर मुसलमान पे वाजिब है इताअत इसकी. हर मुसलमान पे वाजिब है इताअत इसकी. अंबिया रोज किया करते हैं ज़ियारत इसकी. अंबिया रोज किया करते हैं ज़ियारत इसकी. अब भी जन्नत की जमानत है मोहब्बत इसकी. इसके घर में कई कुरान के पारे उतरे. इसके घर में कई कुरान के पारे उतरे. इसकी चौखट पे सलामी को सितारे उतरे. Verses of Quran were delivered in this house where Zahra lived. And when you hear Muslims burn that house or the door of that house, you begin to realize that the world understands the status of Zahra, though Muslims fail to understand who this lady is. The poet carries on. The poet says, Teri Zulfon ki, this is her contribution now. See the result of her contribution. The poet says, Teri Zulfon ki mehak chadare tathir mein hai. The fragrance of yours is in the chadar of tathir, is the cloth of tathir. He says, Teri zulfon ki mehak chadare tathir mein hai. Tere khutbon ki hanak Zainabe dilgir mein hai. There was one khutbah that was delivered in Medina. There was another khutbah that was delivered in Kufa. There was another khutbah that was delivered in Sham. So he says, Tere khutbon ki hanak Zainabe dilgir mein hai. Teri baaton ki khanak asghare beshir mein hai. Although he could not speak, but the courage that he showed and displayed at the time of his death. So he's referring to that. He says, Tere baaton ki khanak asghare beshir mein hai. Tere lehje ki jhalak Hazrate Shabbir mein hai. तेरी औलाद ने यूं दीन की खिदमत की है, चढ़ के नेज़े पे भी कुरान की तिलावत की. चढ़ के नेज़े पे भी कुरान की तिलावत की है. Even after the death and after the massacre that took place in Karbala, your children continued. Where did it come from? Because of the milk of Fatima Zahra alayha salam. How do you see this lady? Do you think that there is an exaggeration from the people who follow her? Indeed, there is no exaggeration. In fact, what we talk about her is less than the status that she deserves. When we see the Holy Prophet talking to Zahra, he says, Fatimatu bad'atum minni. Fatima is part of me. No. Wa nuru aini. Fatima is the light of my eyes. No. Wa thamaratu fuadi. Fatima is the fruit of my heart. These are not terms of endearment that the Holy Prophet of Islam used. This is to explain to you and I the status of Zahra. How did the Muslims fail to understand who Zahra was? How could she even come to the darbar? How did she even end up in that particular place? What happened for her to say, Subbat alayya masaibun, law annaha subbat ala al-ayyami sirna layaliya. Oh Father, calamities befall upon Zahra, such that if they were to befall upon a day, they would turn into pitch darkness. What happened to Zahra? Why did she go to this darbar? She went to seek the right. She went to seek the huquq, not for her. She used fadak to make sure that justice was delivered. She displayed her ability. She told them, "I'lamu anni Fatima." Know that I am Fatima. Did she have to say this? In Medina? इस कौम के रोने को यही बात बड़ी है, ज़हरा भरे दरबार में हक मांग रही. Did she have to? When we look at the life of Janabi Zahra, we see, so yesterday I began and I spoke about her wanting to liberate people out of the mindset in which they were. She wanted to break the circle of that particular mindset. She wanted to make them realize that the position of power is a position of responsibility. She wanted to make them realize that the position that they are taking is a position. She did not want Khilafah for Ali ibn Abi Talib. Who says she wanted the Khilafah for Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam? Ibn Abil Hadid says, or the teacher of Ibn Abil Hadid, as I mentioned yesterday, says that she would have come back the following day to claim the Khilafah for her husband. Was she in need of this Khilafah? Her husband Amir al-Mu'mineen says, "Oh man, this dunya is not even equal to the sneeze of the goat for Ali ibn Abi Talib." Her husband said, "Ghurri ghairi," to this world. "Go away from me, O dunya. فَإِنِّي قَدْ طَلَّقْتُكِ ثَلَاث." I have divorced you 3 times. There is no return. That man wanted Khilafah? No. The only reason for her to have alluded towards the Khilafah was there was no better person to implement the laws and the legacy of the Holy Prophet other than Ali ibn Abi Talib. It was for the protection of Islam. It was to seek justice. So this is what we talk about Hazrat Zahra. Let me carry on with what I was saying yesterday, and let us awaken ourselves and introspect within ourselves with regard to our own responsibilities. This is at the time when men used to bury their daughters alive. Just a moment of time, just a few years before that, men used to bury their daughters alive. The Holy Prophet of Islam gave rights to mothers. He gave rights to sisters. He gave rights to daughters. The Holy Prophet of Islam gave rights to wives. And he displayed his sincerity in wanting to be fair to each and every individual and every gender. However, culture at that time found a woman to be inferior. In the minds of the people, a woman was inferior. The mindset, you see, the worldview is made by our experiences, our learning, our education of the daily life. Whatever happens within us, we form a worldview. A worldview is created for us. And then we see the world through those spectacles only because that is our worldview. Until we allow ourselves to see beyond our worldview is when our worldview changes. The paradigm shift that needed to be brought by the Prophet of Islam was brought in a very wonderful and beautiful manner. Ibrahim gave a shock treatment to the people. The Holy Prophet of Islam was the only one who was speaking a different language at that particular time. So you see, this is what was happening during this time. People were burying their daughters alive. People were marrying more than 200 wives. Try. More than 200 wives they were marrying. Jahala was that when a father died, he left all his wives in inheritance to the eldest son. As wives, not as mothers. This was the value. There was slave trade. You could buy a slave. All this was happening. Asma bint Umays, the wife of Ja'far al-Tayyar. Asma bint Umays went with Hazrat Ja'far al-Tayyar, the older son of Hazrat Abu Talib, to Abyssinia by the instructions of the Prophet, where they went on the mission of explaining Islam. Asma bint Umays came. She went with her husband Ja'far al-Tayyar to Abyssinia. She remained in Abyssinia. After a time, she returned back. Her husband, Hazrat Ja'far al-Tayyar, died in the Battle of Muta. She returned back. When she arrives back, she met some of the wives of the Prophet. Upon her arrival, she went to visit them, and she asked a question, because now she was away from this period of revelation. She could not experience the revelations that were being revealed upon the Prophet, or listen to what was happening. So now she returns back, and she visits the wives of the Holy Prophet. And she says to the wives, هَلْ نَزَلَ فِينَا شَيْءٌ مِّنَ الْقُرْآنِ? Has anything been revealed regarding us women in Quran? So the wives of the Prophet says, no, we are not aware of any such verse that has been revealed regarding women. فَأَتَتِ النَّبِي. Narration says she came to the Prophet and she confronted him. And she said, Ya Rasulullah, inna nisa fi khaybatin wa khithar. Oh, the Apostle of Allah, indeed women are in doom, they are in detriment, they are in total loss. The Holy Prophet said, why? He says, إِنَّهُنَّ لَا يُذْكَرْنَ بِخَيْرٍ كَمَا يُذْكَرُ الرِّجَالِ. They are never mentioned in a good manner, just like men are mentioned in a good manner. At that moment, Jibreel Amin reveals a verse of Quran. He comes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked Jibreel Amin to bring the verse of Quran. Jibreel comes to the Holy Prophet and he says, this is the verse that is being revealed upon you. Surah Al-Ahzab, verse number 35, where Jibreel Amin tells the Holy Prophet to recite this verse, or this verse is being revealed to the Prophet. Now when in Arabic language, those who understand Arabic language and the beauty of the language and the sophistication of the language will vouch that the sophistication of the language is such, when you say Muslimin, it includes men, women, children, whoever it is, whoever is under the umbrella of Muslimin. So when I say I am a Muslim, Muslim is an umbrella under which Muslim women come, Muslim men come, Muslim children come. There is no other word that you can use. The Prophet is receiving a verse of Quran. The verse of Quran singles out women from men. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reveals this particular verse to the Prophet. إِنَّ الْمُسْلِمِينَ وَالْمُسْلِمَاتِ. He did not have to say Muslimat. When he says Muslimin, it is enough. Everybody is included. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّ الْمُسْلِمِينَ وَالْمُسْلِمَاتِ وَالْمُؤْمِنِينَ وَالْمُؤْمِنَاتِ وَالْقَانِتِينَ not just one attribute. Every attribute is followed by the female, particularly singling out women. إِنَّ الْمُسْلِمِينَ وَالْمُسْلِمَاتِ وَالْمُؤْمِنِينَ وَالْمُؤْمِنَاتِ وَالْقَانِتِينَ وَالْقَانِتَاتِ وَالصَّادِقِينَ وَالصَّادِقَاتِ وَالصَّابِرِينَ وَالصَّابِرَاتِ وَالْخَاشِعِينَ وَالْخَاشِعَاتِ وَالْمُتَصَدِّقِينَ وَالْمُتَصَدِّقَاتِ وَالصَّائِمِينَ وَالصَّائِمَاتِ وَالْحَافِظِينَ فُرُوجَهُمْ وَالْحَافِظَاتِ وَالذَّاكِرِينَ اللَّهَ كَثِيرًا وَالذَّاكِرَاتِ. Each one of them is male and female. وَالذَّاكِرَ أَعَدَّ اللَّهُ لَهُمْ مَغْفِرَةً وَأَجْرًا عَظِيمًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised them a mighty reward, both men and women. God makes no distinction at the spiritual level whatsoever between a man and a woman. Here is Zahra coming to the court, or coming to Masjidul Nabawi. She is being seen as a woman. She wants to prove to them that when it comes to haqq and right, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given each and every one the haqq and the right. However, this was the period of Jahiliyyah. During that time, a woman was considered nothing. She was a commodity, an object of pleasure, somebody who could just deliver children for man. That was all her job. She was a concubine. She was a kaneez. Finished. We laugh at the people of Jahiliyyah, don't we? When we hear about the people of Jahiliyyah and their treatment, we abhor that particular period of time when we think about it. But let me bring some sort of a realization to us today, and then we connect this to the khutbah of Bibi. That was the period of Jahiliyyah. Unfortunately, the cultural influences of the past period of Jahiliyyah continued and made their way into religious texts. So there was culture that was taking place. This culture was being practiced. Eventually, that culture that was being practiced at that particular time was not only practiced but promoted. And after the promotion of that particular culture, it became a way of life. When it becomes a way of life, the mindset or the worldview sees it as that. Probably innocently, but it sees it as that is the world. And therefore, the concept or the notion of inferiority of women and the superiority of man comes. So a man even today will tell you, الرجال قوامون على النساء, trying to establish his authority over women. But this is talking about maintenance. It is not talking about authority. This verse is not talking about authority. It is talking about maintenance. Let me give you one or two examples of how our mind is. We are not in the period of Jahiliyyah. Maybe we will be considered the period of Jahiliyyah after 1400 years. But at the moment, we are not considering ourselves as the people of Jahiliyyah. Observe this particular idea or a notion. If a pregnant woman or a man today, 2020, if a man or a pregnant woman or a couple want to have children, and if she becomes pregnant or prior to becoming pregnant, she wants or desires to have a baby girl, is there any dua that you will find in the books of dua for a pregnant woman to have a baby girl? If you find it, let me know. But if you want a male child, you will find tens of du'as. Where did this notion come from? Where does this notion come? Why do I see a woman even today as inferior? Where does the notion come from? So even, no, let me give you an example, a better example. You know, we have a structure of majlis. So when a Maulana delivers a majlis, whether it was in Zanzibar, Pakistan, India, Afghanistan, wherever it was, it starts with the khutbah. And then there is majlis. And then there is masa'ib. And after the masa'ib, there is dua. Right? That is how it is. That's how we are used to it. Towards the end of the dua, those who are listening to Urdu majlises in particular, towards the end of the dua, if you remember, Maulana used to say from the pulpit, "Palne wale jo be aulad hain, unko aulade narina ata farma." You know what narina means? Male, baby boy. That's what narina means. And we, you know, because we don't understand Urdu, we just used to say Ilahiyam. But that was the dua that was being recited. You wonder, what has a woman done wrong? Where does it all come from? Where is this notion? And here we look at the Holy Prophet of Islam. Allah gives him nothing but a daughter. We look at the Holy Prophet of Islam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to him, "Inna a'tainaka al-kawthar." Can I dare say to myself today that when Zahra is in the mosque of the Holy Prophet, she is asking me a question. Are you being fair? Am I being fair to what is happening in the world in front of me? You know, if a man wants to divorce a woman, in the Muslim world, all he has to do is say, talaq, talaq, talaq 3 times. She is done, doomed, gone, finished. In ours, there are certain conditions, but the conditions are very mild. If a man wants to say or divorce someone, he just has to go to the Maulana, explain his situation, and simply say, I'm fed up, and I want to divorce a woman. Simple. Talaq will be recited. Ask the women how difficult it is, even if the case is genuine, completely genuine, how long it takes for the divorce to take place. The notion of inferiority, that a woman is inferior to man, has been rejected by Quran itself. Quran does not bring a woman or the status of a woman lower than that of a man in any regard whatsoever. It is you and I, when we look at all these issues, it is you and I. So when we study the life of Zahra and we want to take something from the life of Zahra, we need to question the notion that woman has been made from the rib of Adam is not Islamic, was never Islamic. The notion that a woman is inferior in her spirituality with man is not an Islamic concept whatsoever. There is no inferiority in spirituality at all. The notion that a woman is the cause of all the sin that man commits is an excuse that man has created himself. Many religions have it. It's not only us. Many religions. In some religions, a woman cannot cook for her husband, or even enter the kitchen, or even share the same room if she's in a particular state, in the monthly state. She can't. But then see the culture, how it plays its role. And how you and I form a worldview and see this. When Bibi Fatima Zahra salawatullahi wa salamu alayha, when she speaks in the Masjid of Nabawi, she has already spoken to the people of her audience that were present before her. But that khutbah of hers speaks to each and every one of you and I, every one of us, in asking questions. Do you stand for justice? And I'm only speaking about one aspect of it. When women in the 1800s and the 1900s were demonstrating for voting rights and property rights, today we have a day called International Women's Day. The fact that there was a need for having International Women's Day is in itself speaking volumes. Today when we say that there is an International Women's Day, there may be another one for men as well. But the reason for International Women's Day speaks volumes in itself. Why was there need of it in the first place? Because they were being subjugated by people who wrote laws of that particular time. Bibi Fatima did not need to go to the Darbar. She did not need to go to Masjidun-Nabawi. Nor was she seeking or expressing her desire for the worldly gain of a piece of land. She was using the piece of land to get the rights and to educate you and I. The house that was frequented by the angels ascending and descending was the house of Zahra. The house where the angels had to seek permission to enter was the house of Zahra. A group of people come outside this house knowing that Quran has been revealed in this house. They bang at the door. The daughter of the Prophet says, Man antum? She knows who is outside. She asks the question, who are you? And then from behind the door she says, Ana Fatima. I am Fatima. They say, get Ali out of the house. We have come to arrest him. Get Ali out. We are here to arrest Ali ibn Abi Talib. She says, I cannot allow this to happen. People have questions in their mind. What was Ali doing inside the house and his daughter was at the door? People ask questions. People want to know the answers. It is okay to ask a question, but it is a must to get the answer for it as well. It is not only a question, we must also have an answer to the question. Amir al-Mu'mineen stood up. Hazrat Zahra said to him, Ya Abul Hassan, please sit down. He says, Zahra, let me open the door. He says, Ya Abul Hassan, sit down. And then she said to Amir al-Mu'mineen, she said, Ya Abul Hassan, when Nubuwah was being attacked, and the leader of Nubuwah was being attacked, you were the Nasir of Nubuwah. You were the helper of Nubuwah. You were there to protect the leader of your time. Ya Ali, you are the crown of my head. You are the crown of Islam. Ya Ali, you are the Imam. Ya Ali, you are the leader. Do not see, I'm paraphrasing this, do not see Zahra as your wife protecting you. See Zahra as your Nasir protecting Imamat. I am here to protect the Imamat. They said, we will burn your house. She said, I am Fatima. They said, even if it is you, we shall burn the house. They burnt the door. The door was in flames. They pushed it. I mean, it's very difficult to recite this part of the Masa'ib. And therefore, it is for us to imagine what transpired. When the door was pushed, it hit the back of Hazrat Zahra, and according to narrations, a nail penetrated in the back of Hazrat Zahra towards her ribs. This reminds me of a riwayat. There was a woman, during the time of the 6th Imam alayhi salam, there was a woman. She was walking in the marketplace and she fell down. The moment she fell down, spontaneously she cursed the enemies of Zahra. The situation was hostile. The people of the time knew that she was the lover of Zahra and there was hostility against Ahlul Bayt. They arrested her and imprisoned her because she cursed the enemies of Zahra. A man saw this. He comes to Imam alayhi salam, the 6th Imam, and he started crying and weeping. Imam said, why do you weep? Why do you cry? Imam had dates in front of him. He offered him dates. He says, no, my master, I do not wish to eat these dates. He said, Mawla, I am weeping and crying because this is an incident that happened in the market. This woman is in the prison. Imam alayhi salam says, he prayed 2 rakat namaz and he says, Insha'Allah ta'ala, she will be released. And then bring her here. She was released and she was brought to in front of the 6th Imam alayhi salam. When she arrived before him, Imam said, why did you curse the enemies of Zahra, of my grandmother, Hazrat Zahra? She said, Mawla, the reason I cursed was when I fell. When I fell on the ground, it hurt my ribs and I remembered Zahra. It hurt my ribs, and I remembered Zahra, and I cursed the enemies of Zahra. The sixth Imam cried with her so much, and he says, it is my grandmother Fatima to Zahra. Every time I hear about this, Bibi Imam alayhi salam says, it breaks my heart thinking about my grandmother Zahra. They broke, or they pulled the house. When they threw the door upon Bibi Fatima alayhi salam, narrations say, immediately she called out, Ilayya, Ilayya Fidda. Oh Fizza, come to me. Oh Fizza, come to me. Janab Fizza came. Then she said to Janab Fizza, narration say, she said to Janab Fizza, come closer. Bring your ears next to my lips. Janab Fizza came. You know what Zahra said to Fizza? She said, don't tell Abul Hasan about the injury that I... Do not tell Abul Hasan about the injury that I have. And when they pulled Amirul Mu'mineen out, although she was injured, narrations say she forgot about her injury and said, do not take my husband Abul Hasan out. سيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب ينقلبون إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون ماتم حسين.
Ya Hussein, 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 Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. Sayyida Fatima, 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 Sayyida Fatima. शोहर वली पिते हैं पैगंबर पे सरीमान जिस बीबी का नबी पे लाजिम था एहतराम उम्मत को बाद अहमद आई ना क्यों हया हाँ सैयदा फातिमा 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 दुनिया को खल्क करके अल्लाह ने कहा सारा जहान तेरे सदक़े में है बना ऊंचा है कितना बीबी ये मर्तबा तेरा सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा
माशाल्लाह
सैयदा फातिमा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा
फातिमा सैयदा
बीबी तुम्हारे दर से हमको है आसरा, ज़ैनब का वास्ता है सुन लीजिए दुआ, मिल जाए रोज़ हश्र में चादर की बस हवा। हाँ सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा, हाँ सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा
माशाल्लाह
सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा
सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयद
टूटी हुई कमर है मोहसिन गुजर गए, उम्मत ने मुझ पे बाबा क्या क्या सितम किए, कब्रे रसूल पर यूं करती रही बुका। हाँ सैयदा फातिमा 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 सैयदा फातिमा, हाँ सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयद माशाल्लाह जियो सैयदा फातिमा। ज़ैनब को ये वसीयत करती थी फातिमा, बाजार शाम कूफा का होगा मरहला, दीने खुदा का उस दम तुम होगी आसरा। सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयद फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा, हाँ सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा बालों से साफ करती ज़हरा वो सरज़मीन, जिस खाक पा गिरेगी शबीर की जबीन, क्या माँ के दिल पे गुजरी जब शह का सर कटा। हाँ सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा, हाँ सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा, हाँ सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा ज़हरा का लाल था और जालिम की फौज थी, चारों तरफ से आई बरसात तीर की, घोड़े से जब गिरे तो सरवर ने दी सदा। सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा, हाँ सैयदा फातिमा सैयद माशाल्लाह सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा फातिमा, हाँ सैयदा फातिमा सैयदा
सैयदा फातिमा
शबीर की दुआ है, अब्बास की दुआ, जीते जीनो दोनों पढ़ते रहे तेरा, मरते हुए भी लब पर बस हो यही सदा। हाँ सैयदा फातिमा, सैयदा फातिमा, सैयदा फातिमा, सैयद फातिमा। हाँ सैयदा फातिमा, सैयदा फातिमा, सैयदा फातिमा, सैयदा फातिमा। ये मातम है ये मातम शबीर तेरा, ये मातम है ये मातम, ये मातम शब मातम है ये मातम, ये फर्श अज़ाए गिरिया, ये मजलिस मातम नौहा, ये अश्कों की बरसातें, ये खून का बहता दरिया। हम करते रहे हैं हम करते रहेंगे हर दम है ये मातम, ये मातम शबीर तेरा, ये मातम है ये मातम, ये मातम शबीर तेरा, ये मातम है ये मातम, ये मातम शबीर तेरा, ये मातम है ये मातम, ये मातम शबीर तेरा, ये मातम। ऐ मुनकिर मातम सुन ले, मातम से न रख बेजारी, ज़हरा की अमानत है ये, कर तू भी अमानतदारी। मिलता है नसीबों से ये ज़हरा के घराने का गम है ये मातम, ये मातम शबीर तेरा, ये मातम है ये मातम, ये मातम शबीर तेरा, ये मातम है ये मातम, मातम शबीर माशाल्लाह जियो हाय ये मातम, ये मातम शबीर तेरा, ये मातम। ज़हरा की तमन्ना है ये, ज़ैनब के लिए पुरसा है, ना सिर्फ अज़ा खानों में ये आग पे भी होता है, रहता है सरों पर अपने अब्बास अली का परचम है ये मातम, ये मातम हो शबीर तेरा, ये मातम है ये मातम, ये मातम शबीर तेरा, ये मातम, ये मातम, ये मातम, ये मातम है ये मातम, ये मातम। हम नौहा पढ़ने वाले, हम मातम करने वाले, बेशक है दुआए ज़हरा शबीर पर रोने वाले। ये अश्क नहीं है वाइस, ये जख्मों का है मरहम है ये मातम, ये मातम शबीर तेरा, ये मातम है ये मातम, ये मातम शबीर माशाल्लाह तम है ये मातम, ये मातम शबीर मातम है ये मातम, ये मातम। ज़ैनब ने किया ये मातम जब शाम के जिंदानों में लगता था कयामत आई कुफ्फार के ऐवानों में। 1400 बरस गुजरे हैं मातम न हुआ अब तक कम है ये मातम, ये मातम शबीर तेरा ये मातम है, ये मातम, ये मातम शब ये मातम है, ये मातम, मातम शबीर ये मातम है, ये मातम, ये मातम शबीर तेरा ये मातम नस्लों में रहेगा बाकी। रेहान इबादत है ये मौला की मातमदारी, हम मातम ही करते हो ऐ काश निकल जाए दम है ये मातम, ये मातम तुम है ये मातम, ये मातम, मातम है ये मातम, ये मातम मौला हक इमाम या हसन या हुसैन, मौला हक इमाम या हसन या हुसैन, मौला हक इमाम हसन या हुसैन, या हुसैन, हुसैन या हुसैन, हुसैन या हुसैन। वो आबिदे बीमार था, वो आबिदे बीमार था, वो चलने से जो लाचार था, चलने से जो लाचार था। और शाम का बाजार था, और शाम का बाजार था, और मुस्तफा की बेटियां मौला हक इमाम हसन हुसैन, 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 मौला हक इमाम हसन या हुसैन, या हुसैन, या हुसैन, या हुसैन। वो शबीर की वो लाडली, शबीर की वो लाडली, सीने पे जो शाह के पली, सीने पे जो शाह के पली, जिसकी अबा बन में जली, जिसकी अबा बन में जली, मुंह पर तमाचों के निशान मौला हक इमाम हसन या हुसैन, मौला हक इमाम या हसन या हुसैन, 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 या हुसैन। और मोहम्मद व आल मोहम्मद सलवात।
عجل فرجهم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله، السلام عليك يا ابن رسول الله، السلام عليك يا ابن أمير المؤمنين وابن سيد الوصيين، السلام عليك يا ابن فاطمة الزهراء سيدة النساء العالمين، السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين، خصوصا سيدي ومولاي يا أبو الفضل العباس بن أمير المؤمنين، وأختانك زينب الكبرى وزينب الصغرى وبنتك سكينة. السلام عليكم يا شهداء كربلاء جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا غريب الغرباء، السلام عليك يا بعيث المدى، السلام عليك يا سلطان أبا الحسن أيها الراضي بالقدر والقضاء، مولانا علي بن موسى الرضا، كن شفيعنا وشفيع والدينا في يوم الجزاء. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا مولانا يا صاحب العصر والزمان، سيدي الأمان 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 من فطنة الزمان. السلام عليك يا خليفة الرحمن، السلام عليك يا شريك القرآن، السلام عليك يا إمامنا وإمام الإنس والجان، عجل الله تعالى فرجك وسهل الله تعالى مخرجك وظهورك، واجعلنا من أنصارك وأعوانك وشيعتك. السلام عليكم يا أهل بيت النبوة جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته.
اللهم كل وليك حجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة، وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا، حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتيه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
سورة المباركة الفاتحة.